Thank you, Tracy. And good evening to you all, dignitaries, leaders, finalists, sponsors, judges, media representatives, and guests. Allow me to mention, or to make mention of our First Lady, Maggie Abbott. And of Secretary Ray LaHood and his wife, Kathy, who came all the way from the US to join us tonight. To them and to all of you, a very warm welcome. I want to begin tonight by quoting some interesting numbers to you. Did you know that on average, every decade, for the last 8 decades, 1 million people have settled in Australia? This last decade alone has seen 2 million people settle here. Statistically, over 25% of Australia's population is born overseas. 30% of business owners in Australia are also overseas born. It is estimated that if we took all the nominees for the Ethnic Business Awards over the last 26 years and added up their average annual turnover, their income for just 1 year would exceed $1 trillion. That's almost equivalent to the total GDP of Australia. So what do these numbers suggest? Is there a story to be told? Indeed, there is. It is the defining story of our nation, a story of growth flowing from diversity. You will see and hear many refugee stories here tonight, and they illustrate the principle that legal, sanctioned immigration can be one of our greatest national resources, no matter where we are from. Whether it be from outback Australia or the outskirts of Cairo, whether we have been here for the thousands of years or a decade or less. Together, we share common dreams and aspire to build a great country and a vibrant multicultural society. The numbers I quoted tell us that we Australians come from every corner of the globe, that we belong to every cultural, racial, religious, and linguistic background, that our diversity must surely generate unity, a unity that can, in turn, generate success, harmony, and peace. It's indeed timely that we find ourselves right here, right now, on the eve of the G20 summit, when the leaders of the world will gather to discuss some of the most pressing issues of our time: development, employment, energy and trade, financial regulation, investment, infrastructure, and security. The agenda will focus entirely on ways to strengthen the global economy, build the resilience of financial institutions, and implement a framework to ensure the future sustainability of our globe. There can be no better time for Australia to showcase through these awards its own model, its own microcosm of a global cooperation, and the unique ability that it gives us to make a special and meaningful contribution to the future sustainability of our world. It is through diversity that we become better equipped to meet the complex social and economic challenge that the world presents. A diverse mix of cultures inspires us, inspires the people to think differently. It promotes and enhances their creativity. This not only serves to address the challenges and hopes and aspirations of world governments, but it also feeds the world's hunger for creative approaches and its thirst for diverse solutions to the challenges that face us all. When I speak of the many and varied riches that flow from the model of a global cooperation, I'm not referring merely to financial wealth. The benefits of migration are not only economic, but also social, artistic, creative, scientific. Well-managed immigration boosts the economy, increases tax contributions, and improves levels of investment and the development of public infrastructure. But of key importance is the fact that migrants in Australia not only contribute to the country they have chosen to settle in, but also to the countries from which they have come. And this is what truly reflects the framework of a global connectedness and cooperation that is being earnestly sought by such gatherings as the G20. Some more figures for you. The annual contribution of migrants to their families and countries of origin amounts to tens of billions of dollars. Foreign workers in Australia remit to their homelands around $4.5 billion each year in Asia and the Pacific alone. Overall remittances from Australia are estimated at approximately $8 billion a year. This is diversity and connectedness at work. It is Australia reaching out to the world and, in the process, cementing its place in a worldwide community of nations. And so, my friends, what will matter most in the next decade is not who is in government, but whether or not our nation is well governed. If diversity is the orchestra, harmony can be realized only by one who knows how to conduct that orchestra, with all the instruments and all their varied tones and potentials in mind. We must not be complacent. We must continue to make use of our greatest natural resource, our people, to be light bearers to a world of leaders struggling to find ways to strengthen and secure our global economy, and thereby to secure the very future of our planet. As a true microcosm of the world's economic, demographic, technological, and cultural trends, Australia is already the World Bank of languages. We must also become the World Bank of ideas, the World Bank of innovation, the World Bank of creativity, a country that practices and showcases world-class connectedness. So let us be proud of this great country we call home. And tonight, let's celebrate the diverse harmonies of the beautiful orchestra we call Australia, whose shores continue to receive migrants, a country where Indigenous and new Australians together strive to play Waltzing Matilda in a beautiful harmony. Thank you.